Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video with your boy Idhan, and today we're going to be talking about why do rappers wear chains? Before we get into today's video, I'd just like to remind you to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, click the like button if you enjoyed the video, and click the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this one. But before we get into the video, I just want to give a massive shout out to everybody who supported me on Patreon, and if you want to join those people, go check in the description box below. Now, aside from absolutely screaming aggressive poems at a microphone and waving their hands about like an idiot with tissue stuck to their fingers, there's another couple of stereotypes that your mind immediately goes to when you think about rappers. Drug dealing, having more hoes than Alan Titchmarsh, burning more weed than an Australian bushfire, driving cars which are special because they're foreign, etc, etc. But the main stereotype that everyone thinks of when they talk about rappers has got to be the fact that they like sparkly chains and sparkly teeth, and that's what we're going to look at today. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Check it out.
Look at me, my chain shining bright, my chain shining bright.
So to understand why rappers wear chains, we have to come like your nan's views on race and go back in time. In fact, we have to go back to before rap was even a thing, bruv. So in case you didn't already know, hip-hop itself was invented in the mid-70s in New York, and it was born out of the street culture at the time, combined with Jamaican sound system culture, as the creator of hip-hop was a Jamaican immigrant named DJ Kool Herc. Now the part of that that's relevant to why rappers wear chains and have gold teeth and whatnot is the fact that it was born out of the street culture of that era. So if you think about street culture before hip-hop came along, in America it was all about hustling and pimping and coming like a dude who's embarrassingly advertising bug spray and looking fly on the roadsides and that. And when you think about being someone from the hood in them days, and the only guys you're seeing with any money are drug dealers and pimps and that, there's quite a large possibility that you're going to be thinking to yourself, I'll have some of that, mate. But the only issue with that is you might encounter something which is perfectly encapsulated in these three words: dirty pigs, bruv. Now over the years I've heard people say that rappers wear chains because they just want to show off. Basically they're just going, oh, look at me, look how rich I am. Not you though, you're poor. And maybe there is an element of that. People might want to wear jewellery as a status symbol, for example. I've also heard people talk about the fact that people from the ghetto will wear jewellery and nice clothes and that, despite the fact it's making them completely broke, just so people don't recognise the fact that they're actually poor. And again, there might be an element of truth in that as well. But when it comes to rappers, the reason they wear jewellery and put diamonds in their teeth is actually a lot more interesting than that, bro. So like I said earlier, if you think about street guys in America in the 60s and 50s and whatnot, they'd be the most idolised guys in the hood because they were the only guys who had money. They were the only guys who drove nice cars. They got all the girls, etc, etc. But one other thing those guys used to do that relates to our rappers is that they used to rock a lot of jewellery, bro. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but they just did that to show everyone how much dough they were getting on the roads and that. Well, if you're thinking that, then you're wrong, bro. And to find out why, we have to take a look at the American judicial system. So back in the day, if you got arrested in America and you had a wad of cash on you, or you had bare dough in your safe at home and that, by law, the police could seize those funds and you would never get them back because they were proceeds of crime. But what they couldn't seize were personal effects. Anything you had on you that wasn't cold hard cash, bro. Therefore, think about it. If you've got a beautiful little gold chain around your neck, or a pinky ring the size of a coffee table, or a nice little gold grill in your mouth, those things count as your personal effects. Yet because they're made out of gold and have diamonds on them, they're worth an extremely large amount of money, bro. And the fact is, they'll never depreciate in value like a car or some clothes will. So basically, back in the day, you could have been a massive drug kingpin, made millions of dollars and stashed all them dollars under your bed, then you get nicked, serve your time, then come out to less bread than Asda during lockdown panic buying season. But then you can be a street hustler, have a pile of gold rope chains around your neck, big fat pinky ring, and some gold grills in your mouth, and yeah, all your cash might get seized, but then you'll come out of jail, and the boy them that arrested you will have to hand you back all your jewellery, which you can then go shop for tens of thousands of dollars, and you still got a bit of wonga in your pocket, ain't you, mate? So basically, back in the day, to a street guy, having some jewellery on you was like a little investment emergency fund business. But then you might be listening to this thinking, how the hell does this relate to rappers, bruv? Well, if you think about the environment most of these rappers came from, the coolest guys in their neighbourhood would have been the pimps and the hustlers. And if all the coolest guys in your neighbourhood are doing something, you're going to want to emulate those guys because they look cool, bruv. And one of the things those cool guys would do is have nice clothes and wear fancy chains and that, bruv. So basically, something that started as a necessity then became synonymous with looking cool, which then became fashion. And nowadays in 2020, you can't really be looked at as a serious rapper unless you got a bit of bling bling. Even rappers from outside of America who will never get to benefit off that law that gave a criminal's personal effects back to them after they were released from jail rock chains like an anchor, bruv. So in conclusion, this is one of them ones where something that was necessary for one group of people has then influenced another group of people from that same community and entered into popular culture and then gone on to influence communities all around the world, bruv. And that is why rappers wear chains. So that about does it for today's video. I just want to thank everyone who's been watching today, and if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn notifications on by clicking that notification bell. So yeah, once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. And
Check my chain shining bright, right. Check my chain shining bright. Look at me, check